Hello, welcome. I'm Sandhya. In this part of the video lecture, we will be looking at switch case, a multi-way decision-making statement in C. This is a part of Unit 2 topic of PPS. We will move ahead and look at what is that which we are going to see in switch case today. So what is switch case? A switch case is a switch is a multi-way decision-making statement in C. It is a type of a branching statement in which you execute a few statements following a condition and you skip a few other statements. So the switch evaluates to an expression that attempts to match the result, with the several possible cases. To understand switch is very, very simple. You need to just, feel analogous to a switch statement to be analogous to MCQ. Example, what is the capital of India? If that is a question, we'll have option A, Hyderabad, option B, Chennai, option C, Bangalore, option D, Delhi. Then how do we go ahead? Generally, whenever such questions come across, MCQs come across, our would be check out A. If A is not the answer, then move to B. If B is not the answer, then move to C. If C is not the answer, then move to D. Or otherwise, if suppose A is the answer, then just mark off A and then go ahead and check with the next question. That is what we usually do. So if this kind of programming structure is followed by any statement, then that is called as a switch case. Each case contains a list of values, case labels. So the switch case statement is used when we have, a lot of options, many options to perform, and we do one among those options. The flow of control statement associated with the first case matches the value. Then you proceed to check the second case. This is how it is. So what are all the keywords used in switch statement? Switch, case, break, and default. These are all the keywords that are used in a switch statement. This is the syntax followed by a switch statement, the general syntax. So what is the syntax? How does the switch syntax look like? Switch is a keyword, so written in small letters, switch off expression. Now this expression should definitely yield a integral value, or I repeat, it should yield an integer value whose value should match any one of the labels given. Whose value must match any one of the labels given. So case is also a keyword, case space value name colon, it must be colon followed by the block that we want to write, followed by an optional break statement. So break, this is the syntax. If no match is found, then default is executed. Next statement or statement X is the immediate statement followed by a switch case. This is the flow chart. So how does the flow of control work? Like you have a value, that value is matched with case one. If it is same, then you will go and execute statement block one. You will break and come to next statement immediately after switch. Otherwise, if the case one is false, only then it matches case two, only then it matches case three, only then it matches case n, and so on. So this is the general structure followed by switch. How does it get executed? If the value of the expression is one, then the code under case one gets executed and an optional break is executed to come out of the switch. Otherwise, the case value is matched with 2. If it is same, it proceeds. Otherwise, it goes ahead. If no match is found, then it executes default. So switch executes default only when no match is found. So here is a simple example which we can look at and try to understand how does a switch case behave. So X is given 2. So therefore, the switch of X, so there won't switch of 2. Now 2 value, the value of X that is 2 is matched with every label value. Label value is the case value associated with each case. So the first case value is 1. So 2 is matched with 1. Is 2 equal to 1? No. Since case 1 is false, it doesn't execute block 1. Instead goes to block 2. Instead goes to statement block 2 and checks the value. Is 2 equal to 2? Yes. So therefore the answer is choice is 2. So the output is choice is 2. And because there is a break here, what is the job of break? The job of break is to get the control out of switch. So the control comes here to return 0 and the program just stops executing. So now you tell me, what do you think is the value when X is 1? When X is 1, obviously case 1 matches. So therefore answer is choice is 1. But when X is 6, 1 is not equal to 6, 2 is not equal to 6, 3 is not equal to 6, but default. Yes, default is executed when no match is found. So therefore the answer is choice other than 1, 2, 3. I was asked to enter something between 1, 2, and 3, but I entered 6. So therefore I get the answer choice other than 1, 2, 3. So what is it about case inside a switch? What is that you got to see about cases? There are a few important points that need to be considered about cases. Each case is followed by a value that is integral and then followed by a colon. The expression provided in a switch case should return a constant value. Duplicate case values are not allowed. In other words, case labels must be constant, must be unique. Case does not allow, cases can be in any order. We can have any number of case statements inside a switch. So I can have any number of case statements in any order, but they should be unique. That's the point to remember, everyone. So what is the use of default in switch? As I told you, default is used or executed when no match is found. So when no case matches, default is executed. What is the use of break? We just discussed. Whenever a statement block is executed, suppose you know that the capital of India is option A, Delhi, we don't go ahead and look at option B, option C, option D, wasting time. So therefore, I want to break there and come to the next question to proceed with the next question. So in that case, the construct that is used to get the control out of switch when a matching case is executed is nothing but break. Break is a jump statement that is used to ensure that you come out of switch once when the match is found. Is there something that is optional in switch? Yes, the usage of break and default are clearly optional inside switch. You may or may not have break. So let's study an example here. Break, guess the output of the C program. So you are asked to guess the output of the C program. So int I is equal to 2, I is equal to 2. So here, what is the I value? 2. 1, no. 2, yes. So the answer is case 2 for sure. But will it stop here? It stops if there is a break. But because there is no break here, if there is no break, it proceeds to execute all the remaining statements. So therefore, it executes case 3, case 4, as well as default. So the output will be case 2, case 3, case 4, and default. Since there is no break, it proceeds from then on when a match case is found and then becomes sequential. So how about default? As I told you, default is executed when there is no match found. So therefore, here in this case, my I value is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 does not match any one of these cases. So therefore, because there is no default here, the program returns printing no output. So generally, people write a default statement to ensure or to understand. The default is usually used to enhance that readability. So now next one, random cases. As we studied earlier, that switch can have random cases. This is a beautiful example of doing that. I have some random cases 3, 7, 5, 1 arranged in some random order. But if the choice is 5, the answer case 5 gets executed. Since there is no break here, there's a mistake here. Since there is no break here, the output would be case 1 as well. Okay, there is a bug in this program. The output would be case 1 as well because there is no break here. Point to be remembered. Okay, so some points to remember. These are the points that we need to consider definitely before we proceed to execute switch. So yes, can switch be nested? The answer is yes. Yes, switch can be nested. This is a simple example. A is given 100 and B is also given 200. There are two things here. A is given 100 and B is given 200. So switch off 100. So case 100 matches here. This prints the answer. This is part of outer switch. Again, case B. So now it is 200. 200 is matched. So it prints this is part of inner switch. So the output is this is part of outer switch. This is part of inner switch. You come out of both the switches and print A value and B value. This is just a simple example. Might not convey a large meaning, but is used to make us understand that yes, switch can be nested. So what is the difference between switch and else if ladder? Switch and else if ladder basically does the same thing. They help us to check out multiple conditions and pick up a value or pick up some statements according to the conditions. But the biggest difference is switch is more structured than else if ladder, but else if ladder has a greater possibility of checking any kind of conditions, whereas switch only allows integral values. Switch only allows integral values. So on the other hand, switch is little faster or faster compared to else if ladder. Else if ladder looks clumsy, but switch looks simple and sorted. That's the advantage. Before we close, dear students, I recommend you to take a pen and a paper and try to write these programs on your own. So print the month of a year given, given a month in number. And you got to print the color name, reading out the first letters, first characters, A, B, O, V, Y, etc. And next, determine if a number is even or odd using switch case and write a C program to implement bitwise operators. So hope you have got these questions. So with the previous examples told, I recommend you to take out a pen and a paper and start writing these answers. Okay, try to code yourself, understand switch. Remember that switch allows only, unique values. They can be in any order, but the case value must be integral. On that note, thank you.